Hi, Carlitha. Welcome back and thank you for coming in today to speak with me.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So, tell me how you've been since our last session.
Well, I've been fine, I guess, but I'm still kind of struggling with some of the problems that we discussed last time.
I understand. So, just to recap, last time we spoke about how you were been isolating yourself, not really going out engaging with your peers, and just really feeling like you don't fit in with the rest of your peer circle. Would you say that's still correct?
Yes, I would. I usually spend a lot of my time at home. I don't go around my peers at all, and it's really becoming a big hardship for me and very distressful.
So, Carlitha, when you are at home by yourself and you find yourself isolating, what are some of the things you're doing at home?
I I'm really embarrassed to say this, but I usually just kind of follow them on social media.
Okay. And what are some of the things on social media that you're are seeing that are causing you distress?
Well, they're enjoying their lives. They're out having dinner, just really having a good time, and I'm just feeling like I'm just not a part of that, and it's very distressful.
Well, first, I would like to say that I appreciate your honesty and your openness. I know that that can be a very hard realization and even more difficult to come and talk about. Well, today, Carlitha, I would like to try an exercise if that's okay with you.
Sure, that'd be fine.
So, the exercise is going to consist of me asking you a few questions. We're really going to work on what's been bothering you and try to change some of your thoughts, behaviors, and feelings to more positive experiences. How does that sound to you?
That sounds really good. I feel like I really need something to move forward. Do you think this would kind of help me?
I think that this would be a great start in getting to where you would like to be. How does that sound?
Then that sounds fine.
All right, well, let us get started. So, Carlita, my first question is describe to me what a picture of a quality life looks like. What do quality relationships look like to you?
Well, being able to engage in activities with friends and having that sense of belonging and not feeling so isolated.
That's completely reasonable. You know, as a human being, I feel that we all want that sense of belongingness, so I can 100% understand that. What do you feel like your family and friends want for you? Do they want similar? Do they want different? What are some things that you're hearing from them about their desires for you moving forward in your life?
Well, my immediate family, they're always encouraging me to get out there and socialize and engage. So I would say that I think that they want me to do better and they keep pushing me to do better. But I don't feel like they understand why I don't, because I don't understand why I don't. And then my friends, of course, they're always inviting me, but I just can't.
I understand. Well, you know, it does sound like you have a positive support system. You mentioned you have family members that encourage you and want you to go out, which is what you said some of your desires are. So, just having that strong support system is an excellent start. When you are isolating, tell me about some of the thoughts and feelings that you're having during these times.
Well, I get really kind of depressed, and my self esteem is low.
Okay. Talk to me more about your self esteem.
Well, I feel like I'm not good enough to be out there. I won't. Let's see. How do you say that? Like stack up to where they are. They will look down on me, or I look down on me. So it's very discouraging.
Okay. I completely understand that. Again, thank you for your honesty, during this conversation. How would you say that your thoughts or feelings and just this isolation and the depression that you speak of, has this affected your health in any way?
Yes, it has. I don't. When I get in those stages of depression, I don't eat regularly. I'm a diabetic,
Okay.
so I know that there are certain things that I shouldn't eat and certain things that I should be eating. But when I'm in that moment, I I binge eat. I don't eat, so I know that's affecting my A1C level, and it's not healthy. and then I don't sleep well. I wake up in the middle of the night, early in the morning, and I have all sorts of thoughts. So I know it's definitely affecting my health. And I know when I go to the doctor, and I know like that A1C number is not the greatest, but I still just can't shake it.
Well, along with your health, you find that this is not only affecting your health and your engagement with your friends. Are there any other areas of life that these behaviors and thoughts that you find yourself affecting those areas?
Well, just communication in general, even at work.
Okay.
I go to work. I kind of isolate myself in my office. My coworkers, they want to approach me and ask me to do things, but after you turn them down so much, they just stop approaching me. So again, I'm isolated at work, and I feel like I'm isolated at home. I just don't know where to begin. So I'm hoping moving forward, this kind of will help me take a baby step.
Okay. So, do you feel like your isolation is helping you get to where you want to be in life?
No, definitely not. I feel like it's holding me back from everything.
That's a really hard realization to come through, though. So I do appreciate you, realizing that, and also feeling comfortable enough to, vocalize that as well. So Carlitha, you spoke earlier about how you want to be able to engage, you want to be able to go out with your friends, you want to be able to have a peer circle, and just feel the sense of belonging, like we said that we all feel throughout life. Do you feel like that's an achievable goal?
I do. Someone once told me if you want something bad enough, you'll work at it. It's achievable, but that's something that you have to work at.
Okay. So I'm glad that you have that confidence and, that motivation to go ahead and go forth. So you sound like you're extremely prepared to start, chipping away at this problem and reaching your end goal, which you stated was feeling more a sense of belonging, going out with your friends, and just, not isolating anymore.
Yes, this is very important to me. It's controlling my life.
Okay. And would you say that it's definitely controlling your life in a negative fashion?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So, Carlitha, in our upcoming sessions, I think the biggest goal is to get you out of the house more, get you engaging with folks, but we definitely want to do this in a way that is not going to cause you any more stress, any more anxiety, because what I hear you saying through our conversation is, going out makes you feel that sense of anxiety because you don't feel like you can, match up with your peers for some reason. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So going forward in our sessions, I want you to work on some homework before you come back next time. How does that sound?
That sounds okay.
I know sometimes, when people say homework, it sounds very intimidating. But in order for us to meet your goals, it's important that we do work inside of therapy, and it's important that we do work outside of therapy. So for your homework, I promise that we'll keep it simple.
Okay.
I just want you to start a journal. And journal every day some of your thoughts and your feelings. When people ask you to come out, like if you have a group of friends that ask you, hey, you want to go to the mall on this day? Tell me your thoughts and feelings when these questions are being asked to you. Why you're saying no and why you don't want to do these. And then continue to journal about when you're in isolation. What are you feeling? Are you regretting the answers that you're telling people that you don't want to go out? Just journal that every day, and then bring it to the next section with you so that we can start to chip away at some of these thoughts and, like I said, get you out of the house a lot more.
Okay, so let me make sure I'm understanding my assignment.
I understand.
So when someone asks me to do something, to go out, to be it at work or friends,
correct?
I'm just supposed to write down how I feel about them asking me, or could you explain that just a little bit more on what I'm supposed to write in that journal? How I feel about that, or what I said to them?
I would want to know what your response to that question is,
okay.
First of all, and what feelings come up when people ask you to hang out. For example, if I was a person struggling with anxiety and someone was asking me to do something that was very anxiety provoking, I would say, this made me feel really anxious. It made me feel a little bit fearful.
Okay.
I felt a sense of embarrassment. So that's just something that I want you to keep track of. I think it's important to kind of keep a trend going of your thoughts and feelings towards actually getting out of the house so that we can work on minimizing those.
Okay.
So does that kind of make a little bit more sense to you?
That helps a lot. Thank you so much. That makes sense to me.
Okay. Well, we will go ahead and end this session today. I look forward to reading your journal, and I look forward to seeing you next time in session.
Well, thank you very much. I'll make sure I'll get that started right away.
All right. Thank you so much, Carlita.
Thank you.